Coterminal angles are angles that end in the same position. So in order to end up in the same spot on a circle, all I have to do is add or subtract 360 and I end up back where I started, which is exactly what we'll do to find coterminal angles. So these ask me to find actually two answers for each part, a positive and a negative coterminal angle. Well, the trick to these is just simply adding or subtracting 360, since we'll end up back in the same location when I do that. And actually, this is only one possible answer. I can actually add 360 as many times as I want to. If you wanted to drive me crazy, and I'm going to include the degree symbol there just so I know this is degrees, not radians. If you wanted to drive me crazy, though, you could add 360 1,000 times, and your answer would technically be right, but I'd have to go through and figure out that you're right, and that would drive me crazy. So if you don't want to drive me crazy, please just add or subtract 360 the smallest number of times you need to, which is usually 1. Although these answers, there's an infinite number of them. 350 degrees is just the first positive coterminal angle, but I could add 360 again and again and again and again if I want to. I also want to get a negative coterminal angle, so let's take our angle, and this time I can also subtract 360. And again, you can do that as many times as you want to. You can subtract 360 1,000 times if you want to. Please don't. Please just subtract it once or twice as you need to. This gets me a negative coterminal angle of negative 405 degrees. If I were to graph any of these angles, the negative 405, the positive 315, the negative 45, all of them would look identical other than the way that I rotated. Okay? So one more example. If you want to pause it, you can try it on your own. Otherwise, I'll give you a quick explanation. Let's take 395 and find a negative coterminal angle. Well, like we did last time, I subtracted 360 degrees because I'll end up in the same location if I do that. Subtracting those gets me an angle of 35 degrees. Well, unfortunately, that's a coterminal angle, but it's not negative. So what I'll need to do is subtract 360 again. As I said, you can subtract 360 as many times as you need to. Each time would be another coterminal angle. This time, though, to satisfy the question, which was to find a negative coterminal angle, I need to do it 2 times. So negative 325 is a negative coterminal angle. And then they also asked me for a positive one. A lot of people just jump right away to doing 395 plus 360, which is totally fine. This will get you a positive coterminal angle. In fact, it comes out to be 755, and that is, that's fine. That's a coterminal angle. But remember, if you think about it, we actually already found a coterminal angle that was positive right there. That 35 degrees works out as a positive coterminal angle just fine. Even though we subtracted to find it, our result was still something positive. So we actually found 3 possible answers. 2 that were positive, 1 that was negative. Remember, there's an infinite number of these. You can add or subtract 360 as many times as you want to. Please don't drive me crazy, though, by finding some crazy coterminal angle by adding 360 27 times. Just keep it simple.